pest inspection, and from that I've put together a series of little videos about different parts of that building and pest inspection. I find it very, very important that in a real world, if my sellers would have a building and pest inspection done prior to putting the property on the market. So important to know exactly what we're going to find and not leaving it till the very end when we've got a contract in place and then suddenly we're faced with issues that we have to deal with and potentially loss of income.
With all stairs, from this point to this point is called a riser, from this point here to here is called a going. So they have to be the same all the way up and all the way down. And as you notice, this one down the bottom down here is about 25 mil longer. That causes a trip hazard, and it should have a concrete block put down the bottom down here, 600 wide, and the full length of the tread.
Building inspectors will always have to write everything that they see into their report. Now, some people think that may be trivial, because it's always been down here, this step, this height, and you may even have the same thing in your house. But they do have to report it, because if something happens, the buck stops with them. It really does. So it's there, it's got to be told, and that's the beauty about having the building inspector look at your property before you put it on the market. You find out what the little warts are as well as the big warts. The building inspector is doing here is checking to see if there is a current termite inspection certificate. With the building and pest inspections, sometimes it's a death of 1,000 cuts, and what we find is that oftentimes there are a number of very trivial points that are brought up in a building inspection but add up to quite a frightening report for a buyer who may not have attended the building and pest inspection. For example, sometimes you'll find a report that says there are termites in the garden. Sometimes you'll find a report that says we're talking about steps you've used for maybe 20 years, and then to find out that they don't comply. Or a balustrade that is safe but doesn't comply to the current standards that they were right there and okay when the house was built maybe 20, 25 years ago.